my gosh.
Are you pooping? That's disgusting.
I can't believe that just happened. Oh my god, Dean, look at the udder.
No, that's his penis. That's
Okay.
not an udder.
That's actually what I thought.
You can also spin the outer ring, and is that better?
Worse.
Okay, so yeah, the plan is to bike to the coast. We found this map that had 3 routes that go to the coast, and people on Reddit were saying the southernmost route was the best. So that's what we're doing. We're driving to, what's the name of the town?
Carlton.
We're driving to Carlton, and then we're gonna park the car and bike from there. We're gonna camp at Sandlake, which I think is on the coast or close to the coast. I think it's about a 55 mile ride. How far?
55.
55 mile ride from Carlton to the coast.
So if we open the trunk, will this stay on?
All right, 105. We're hitting the road. Okay, we're probably like less than a mile in, but we just pulled over to make sure we're on the right track. Yeah, we're basically on this road, which I don't love. You know, it's not super busy, but there are still cars. On this road for about 10 miles, and then we're gonna hang a left onto Nestucca Access Road. I hope we're not going over that.
We might be. We have to get to the coast.
That
somehow.
will be a problem. We've been climbing for a while now. Jewel does not think my safety vest is cool, but I disagree. I think safety vests are in right now. Getting my butt kicked. We've been climbing for a while. It just keeps going up. Jewel is probably a quarter of a mile ahead of me.
Oh, we're like at the lake.
Did you walk at all?
No.
Oh my gosh.
Did you walk?
Yeah.
I was tired though this time.
Okay. I think we're near the top. How many, what was that, 3,000 feet of climbing? In
2,000, I think, is the total elevation is 2,000, so it could be less than 2,000.
Oh my God. Stopping for lunch in this very scenic industrial driveway. One of my favorite things about bike packing is that as you go along and eat stuff and drink stuff, you are lightening your load. So you're kind of multitasking. You're both eating lunch and lightening your load. You're drinking water and lightening your load. It's very satisfying. We found a much better lunch spot. Thank you. So is this snail just a slug with a shell? Looks just like a slug.
My hands are gonna be all sticky.
We're about, what do you think, 7 miles from our campsite? 10 miles?
Are you serious?
Wait,
I think we're 7 miles from Beaver.
how far is it to the campsite after that?
10 more? Like we might be 20 miles? I don't know. That was my guess.
Okay, we're between 5 and 25 miles from the campsite. I'm doing all right. It's 6 p.m., so hopefully we're not that far out.
Yeah, okay. Maybe we're closer. I don't know. Took a lot of stops.
Legs are definitely hurting. Back's hurting, ankles hurting, but mostly fine. What's up, guys? Are you guys curious? Oh, they've got names. Okay, this is Maggie and Art. What's your name? There's Nellie. Yeah, somebody definitely loves these cows. This is Red. You eating some flowers? Okay, we're getting close. We're on Sandlike Rd, and I think we're about 4 miles out. How you doing? I'm hurting.
I'm excited to get there.
Yeah. I think where those mountains end is the coast.
I think the coast is like right here.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Trying to get the birds coming in and out of here. There he goes.
They're crazy.
Who typically, what kind of birds nest in there?
The starlings.
Starlings.
Yeah.
Cool.
Great. Do you need anything, huh?
No, I'm just taking pictures.
And there's Wi-Fi on the porch if you need it or whatever on the
Cool.
window. So
Cool, we're gonna go camp down by the by Sandy Lake. Hiker biker. Found our campsite. Gonna be back there. I guess the big activity here is ATVing, which is my nightmare. Yeah, I don't know if you can hear that. I feel like this is probably our most forgotten item, but Jewel remembered it this time. Second most forgotten item. Ooh. Well, hopefully those stop at some point. Yeah, hopefully that stops at 10, I think, maybe, is when quiet hours start. Oh, time check. All right, it is 8:30. We probably got here about half an hour ago, so that's 7 hours total. 7 hours of biking. Was not expecting such a big climb, but
Or like you
we
weren't
made
expecting
it.
it to be so hard.
I wasn't expecting it to be so hard. I
Yeah.
found it really difficult.
I think because of the weight.
The weight of the bikes and that just initial climb just like kicked our asses. The first 10 miles outside of Carlton
Hour?
kicked my ass. I guess Jewel did fine, but yeah. We've got chili in mugs. You see the water?